right, in this video, we are going to practice creating a deposit. Now, this exercise is pulled from the basic level ProAdvisor certification course. If you would like more information about it, please click on the link below in the description after we go through the exercise, which is over here on the right-hand side. Let's see what our scenario is going to be for today. Craig just received a $1,200 federal tax refund and deposited that check as well as the ones he previously received from Cool Cars and Freeman Sporting Goods into the bank. So how do we record this deposit? Let's find out. You will need to be in the sample company to do this exercise. If you are not sure how to get into the sample company or get your own free QBOA account, be sure to click on the link below in the description. I have the sample company pulled up here on the left-hand side of my screen. This specifically is the dashboard. So let's get started with the exercise. To create that deposit, we need to click on the plus new button and then select bank deposit. The plus new button is over here on the left-hand side of the screen. Click on that and then in the other column, select bank deposit. And the bank deposit slip will show up. You will see here is the one for Cool Cars and Freeman Sporting Goods that he had deposited already as well. Now, again, Craig deposited the checks that had already come in from the two of them that we just mentioned. Because they were waiting in undeposited funds, which is the holding account that we have when you are receiving payment for something and you have a check, you put it in the deposit to field, you put it in undeposited funds because it is that holding account until you physically deposit the checks into the bank. Now, because again, they are waiting in undeposited funds, they show up here as available to include in the deposit. We want to include these as part of the deposit because that is what Craig did in real life. So to do that, we're going to click on the checkbox right at the top here to select all so that both of those are selected. You could have also individually done that, selected each checkbox if you wanted. Next, we will need to add the refund check from the IRS. Now, because this wasn't something that was a received payment that was, we received this payment, we used a received payment transaction and we deposited it into the undeposited funds. That is why it is not showing up here. So we need to add it to this bank deposit transaction by adding it in this add funds to this deposit. So to do this in the received from field, we need to type IRS and then click plus add new. So click into that box 2 times, type IRS, and then you'll see it's not a current vendor or customer, so it's not showing up here. All it is this plus add new. We want to add them to QBO for this area so that we can fill out this area. So click on that plus add new IRS. You will get this little pop-up up here. Now you'll note that in a real life scenario, this would already be set up as a vendor because you would have already been paying taxes to them. In the sample company, however, we're gonna have to add it, which is why it didn't show up there and that's why we are adding it. Now the IRS is not a customer, so we are going to need to change this contact type to vendor. So just click into that box and then select vendor. And then you can go ahead and click on save. And now they are saved as a vendor here. In the account field, we need to select the type of account this is. It is for taxes and licenses. So click into that box. I'm going to go ahead and type taxes so I don't have to scroll. And there it is that shows up. Go ahead and select taxes and licenses. In the description field, let's say what this is for. It is the federal tax refund. So click into the description, type federal tax refund. And then in the amount field, we're going to type 1,200. So click into that box right there, type 1,200. And then we simply just need to click on the down arrow next to save and new to save and close. Click that down arrow right here, save and close. And now that bank deposit has been created and saved for us. Now, if you like this exercise or you want to know more about that basic level ProAdvisor certification course, be sure to click on the link below in the description, and I will see you in the next exercise.